he's doing right now alone.
Yeah,
without any help.
100%. Yeah, he's been soloing that Renekton left and right by himself. I mean, now he's getting a bit of help, obviously, because he's roaming with the team.
Yeah.
But for him to even get to that stage where he is like right now, yeah, he just completely sat top, usually alone. And yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm Kha'Zix, what's up? I'm just going to own you.
Exactly. So they're just going to pick up this red buff. They're probably going to group after this. I mean, they have all of the first tier turrets down. And there's not really much else to do unless Kha'Zix wants to sit top and split push more. But it seems like he is with his team right now. So they're probably going to group up, try and push down this mid turret. And the other team doesn't really seem like they have a response for it. Renekton is farming top lane. All he has right now is that Sunfire and the boots. And I don't know if that's enough.
One thing I actually want to point out, before this game even started, the Orianna ban, I feel like is so core. Imagine if they had, instead of Renekton, they had Malphite top and Orianna middle.
Yeah.
And then the Malphite Orianna combo. And just imagine how
devastating
really
that
would be.
Yeah.
But that ban just, I feel like, halted their idea or their, I don't know, their thought process on what they wanted to bring into this really good ban. And I feel like that's another really big reason as to why the blue team is just having such a great game this game.
Yeah, not to mention they first picked that Annie away, and Annie is another crucial point of the team. Like, Ori is extremely crucial. I agree with you. I think Ori was probably like the priority.
And Annie right after.
And Annie after that. Yeah. Annie is a really good support, especially in this new meta where she can build some AP. She has the full team stun. She does a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about Annie is that she's a champion that her base stats are really good. So no matter what, even without items, that early game burst from Annie is devastating.
Yeah, like a few patches ago, her Tibbers got buffed. So now he's actually scary.
Yeah.
Like he'll actually do damage to you now. You can't just let him sit beside you. Oh, they're jumping in onto the Malphite. The W is being whipped, but they're going actually pretty ham on this Malphite and they blew quite a bit of things on him. So I'm not sure if the purple team can try to take advantage of this in the next coming seconds, but I mean, the Tibbers is down and the ulti from Kha'Zix is down. So I don't know, can they take advantage of this or they just have to back off?
Yeah, no, I feel like they blew everything on the Malphite because they knew that if Malphite was at the turret, they could not push it like this.
Yeah, because he was just hard
Malphite's really the only tanky hard engage that they have. Now what are they going to do? They just have to sit at the turret, and Kha'Zix bot lane split pushing. This is exactly what we saw last game.
Yeah, this is literally the vice versa right now. I mean, it's not as crazy as a Stomp, I personally think.
Yeah.
But it's still more or less the same thing happening. I mean, there's just so much pressure happening left and right. The purple team's team fighting is surprisingly really strong, and I feel like the reason it's so strong is just because of the Kha'Zix.
Oh, and Malphite going in right now. Aatrox following up, and it looks like everybody's very low
Oh
HP
my
right
God.
now. Malphite getting the kill on the Corki. Everybody's so low, and does Aatrox still have a passive up? Yes, he does. Aatrox has his passive. He's gonna pop back up, and yeah, wow. That was actually a really, really good engagement.
That was great. That was actually almost what they needed. I feel like that was almost what they needed. One thing they were missing from that fight was the kill on Kha'Zix. He's 6-0, he has a big bounty on his head, and he's actually the only one with any form of bounty on his head, really. Yeah. If they were able to kill him, that would have been huge. I mean, obviously that was still good, but I feel like they still missed the main component of what they're looking for.
Well, now we see what could happen. I mean, as you saw, Jace and Kha'Zix really didn't get away with a lot of HP. It's not like they were full HP and got away. They had a tinsy bit of HP. So if that's to show what their team fight potential is, then we could honestly see a big turnaround in this game.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was interesting. I was actually kind of glad to see that. I don't know why. I like to see close games, and to see that they can turn a game that was 7-1, I think.
Yeah, it was 7-1. Yeah,
to 8-4. That's interesting. You know, now I'm really curious. Like, just what can they bring to the table? Like, how much more are they able to surprise us?
Yep, and it's really good for their team. They ended up getting gold, and they're going back, and they actually, you can see a lot of items being built on the purple team now. Renekton, surprisingly, I think he's going to go for a Hydra. I assumed he was just going to build like...
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, full tank. But it looks like, I don't know what else he had built. Pickaxe? I assume it would be a Hydra.
Maybe Last Whisper? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He could.
Actually, no, I won't be surprised.
Yeah?
A lot of people, for example, on Lee Sin, what you like to do is you like to build a bit of AD, so like maybe even, or just Last Whisper, because it gives you AD, and it gives you that really nice armor pen.
That's true.
And that's pretty much all you need in terms of just to be able to do some form of damage. It's not a very expensive item.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Hydra is pretty expensive, but again, I agree, it can be either or, I'm not honestly sure.
Yeah, okay. So, Aatrox right now, he actually built full tank.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Wow, yeah.
So he has to random win. I guess he was just, I guess since they were kind of behind, he just decided to go tank instead of carry.
It is a safer route.
It is a safer route, and as you saw, it worked out. I mean, Aatrox sat in that fight forever, and they did end up killing him, but all it did was pop his passive.
I feel like Aatrox should maybe start looking for some form of damage. I mean, maybe something that increases attack speed. Aatrox is scales very well off attack speed. That's why you usually see things like Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah.
Things like maybe Static Shiv, I don't know. Or the sword, the one that gives you attack speed, the sword. What's it called?
Sword of Divine?
No, the other one. It's like a white sword, whatever.
Sword of attack speed? Malphite going in right now, taking a lot of damage, but he's going to walk out of it, and Corki going in onto them. Maokai popping his ulti down in the middle, so they're going to negate a lot of damage. And oh my gosh, they're doing so well in
They
these
need that
team fights
Kha'Zix
right now.
They need that Kha'Zix.
They do. They need that Kha'Zix.
Oh!
Kha'Zix does nuke Renekton, and he's
no
going to
mana.
jump away.
He
He
has
doesn't
no
have
mana.
any mana. And Kalen's going to get the shutdown bonus onto Kha'Zix. Wow.
He actually got the kill onto the Renekton split seconds before he died by the Kaden.
Oh, and Corki is going in, poking back then, but they're not going to really pick up anything from this, so that was a 2-for-1.
So I gotta give the credit to Ziggs there. He
Yep.
was actually positioning himself very well, and guess who got the kill on Kha'Zix? Ziggs.
So that's
Kalen.
really good. He got the
That's
shutdown
very
bonus.
good.
He's
He got
going to be
the
able to go back and buy more carry shit.
He got the huge shutdown bonus, and right now I feel like the main person to carry this team is gonna be the Kalen.
Yeah,
So if anyone was supposed to get that kill, it's definitely the Kalen.
definitely. Considering Aatrox is not building any damage.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Maybe that's why Renekton... Okay, now I see it. Renekton is going to build a Hydra.
So he's building Hydra.
So that's why he's able to build damage then, because Aatrox is full on tank and he's dedicated.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, you're right. So I'm a little surprised that they actually went that route. Usually I feel like it'd be the opposite of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Aatrox should be the one that's building damage, and then Renekton should build armor. But I'm not gonna question them. I'm sure they know what they're doing. But anyways, it's interesting to see. The Zyra, she built a Morella Nomicon, that new little looking item over there. That is Morella Nomicon.
And that's actually a standard support.
It is pretty standard, yeah.
Even before this meta, Merlinomicon is really good to build on Zyra.
Not very surprising.
Yeah, it gives you a lot of utility. It gives you everything, basically everything you need to scale into mid-game as an AP. I mean, as Zyra.
And it gives you the Grievous Spoons, right?
Yes, exactly.
So that's pretty nice.
It is
support,
pretty nice.
especially. So the Malphite is building flat armor. He has no magic resistance, and I guess it makes sense. I mean, Annie's the only one that deals magic damage. Maokai, I guess, a bit.
Yep.
Corki, a little bit.
A little bit.
But nothing that's, major. Everyone else, especially the one person you're scared of, the Kha'Zix, are all AD. So that makes sense to me.
Oh, and Kha'Zix actually caught a Guardian Angel map.
Yeah, so that's going to be a little annoying to deal with, of course, but... I mean, at the way the games have been turning around, it went from 7-1 or 6-1 to a 9-6.
Yeah, and you can see the pressure completely flipped now. So they're
Yeah.
going to try and take down this turret.
Oh!
Malphite
Not the best
ulting
engage.
onto Jace, and he's going to walk away from this. Zyra ulting in the
my
middle, so they
God.
can't really do much. Oh my gosh, and the AoE comes out right now, and they are going to take down Renekton and Zyra from this. Ooh, this is not looking good for the purple team. Kha'Zix getting the reset on reset on reset and getting the triple kill too. Oh, that was not a good engage.
That
from
is
Malphite.
not what they wanted, and that's exactly what the blue team wanted. The biggest mistake there, and the whole reason for that huge turnaround, was the Malphite ulti. That was a very poor ulti. He hit one person,
And he had to flash for it.
and he had to flash for it. So on top of flashing for it, you would expect a nice ulti.
Wow.
3 people at least. He hit the Jace, and that's it.
Wow. So that's really, I mean, that's going to be, if anything, if blue team comes out and finishes this game, that's going to be the end of it for them. Like, purple team, they had it switched. I was just talking about that right before the Malphite ult. They had the pressure completely switched, and now it's completely switched back.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously there's a pause, but looking at the chat, someone was like saying that you're not invited to dinner anymore. I don't know, someone in their game.
Wow.
I mean, some BM going on over there.
BM.
Who said that? Oh my god. Zig. It's like Zig is uninviting someone.
Yo, Zig, can I come to dinner?
I want to come to dinner.
I mean, I'm hungry.
Pretty hungry.
I have some sushi.
Yeah, sushi. I didn't have any. Is it good?
The sushi's pretty good. It's pretty good sushi.
I had sandwiches.
The sandwiches are...
Sandwiches.
They looked okay.
Meh. It's pretty good, actually. I gotta admit. I like the egg one. One of them had eggs in it. That's pretty
That
bomb.
was weird. When you told me it had eggs in it, I got really confused.
Why?
It was just weird to me. Like, it's not breakfast. It's like 5 o'clock. And we're eating eggs in a sandwich?
What's wrong with eggs in a sandwich?
I don't even know.
Cody? Come on, Cody. No. Nah.
So they're probably going to get the inhib off this.
Yeah.
There's 3 people down for 20 seconds.
Aatrox, what's Aatrox gonna do? I mean, sure, the Maokai's low. Okay, fine. You can dive in. You can have our Maokai. That's fine. We'll kill you, and then we'll get your tower, and then we'll probably get your inhibitor. So that's perfectly okay with us. That Maokai ulti is actually pretty nice to put down like that because I think it makes the minions take less damage from turret, does it not?
I think so. Possibly.
Potentially.
Potentially. That's the word.
That's the word you're looking for, man.
Okay, so wait, did they even get the... Okay, so they did get the inhib. They're just gonna back off right now. Purple team, I guess, is gonna try and push out this mid lane as far as possible while they're backing. That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Now that they have the inhib, it's gonna be really hard for the purple team. Like, the purple team was doing so well, and then they just kind of threw away the pressure.
It's the Malphite ulti, man. I'm telling you. With a champion like Malphite, you have to have solid ultimates. If you hit one person, especially at Jace, let's be honest, Jace is not exactly the highest priority target.
Yep.
There's Corki and Kha'Zix are both targets that I feel like are more priority.
Yeah, Corki has a lot of damage right now.
He does. I mean, Corki with Triforce and a BT, all he needs is a Last Whisper, and he's going to be a threat.
Yep.
So they're going to need Malphite to pick it up with that ulti a little bit, I think.
Yeah, you're right. And the fact that he had to blow flash for it too, I don't know, maybe it was just kind of miscommunication.
Potentially.
But, yeah, so they're gonna try and push out this mid turret as far as possible, or this mid lane, sorry. And blue team's all converging mid. This is exactly how we just saw them before, so hopefully we don't get a crazy Malphite all this time.
Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, but the one thing that's a problem is that the Fed Kha'Zix has a GA.
Yeah. That's a huge problem.
Yeah.
Like, you can't burst them anymore. And he is gonna 100% burst someone. Like, even if he doesn't kill someone, he's gonna jump in there, burst someone, and they're gonna have to either kill him or let him go around killing everyone. And once they kill him, he's gonna pop back up with the GA.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what's so difficult right now. On top of him already being annoying to kill, he has 1 death so far. You have to kill him twice now.
Exactly. And the fact that they have a Corki, I actually kind of like the Corki pick now. Now that I see it, like, Corki has so much poke, and if a team is not focusing a Corki, although they did nerf his rockets a little bit, they nerfed the cooldown on how much you can shoot, he still pokes. And with the Triforce and the BT, he has a lot of AD and enough magic damage to make those rockets, like, really something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's somehow working out in their favor. I still think the main reason that this comp is working is the Kha'Zix. He has almost every single kill.
For sure.
If the Kha'Zix wasn't this fed, I feel like the purple team would be snowballing really hard and just winning this almost one-sidedly.
Yeah. Well, as we saw, like, Kha'Zix was 6-0, and they still could win the team fight. Purple team could.
Yeah, but now he has a GA.
Exactly. So now it's going to be
I don't know.
much harder. But we'll see, like, maybe something happens.
So they're pushing it for the top turret. I mean, they could probably get it. I mean, it's going to be hard for them to stop it because they don't have a whole lot of clear. Renekton, Aatrox, I mean, Aatrox has his E, but it's not that much. Oh, Malphite jumping in. Straight for the causes. They want him dead. He's the main priority target, and they're actually putting everything they count on him. I think his J actually popped, but the Zyra died. There goes the Kha'Zix. He's going to get right back up, though. But so many people are dying, and Kha'Zix jumps out with literally a sliver of HP.
Oh, and here comes the Caitlyn in, but Caitlyn's going to be jumped on by Jace, and Corki finishing off everything. Caitlyn does get a kill on Jace, but it doesn't look too good right now.
Yeah, that was completely one-sided. I mean, they did get 2 people, and Anya and Kha'Zix are low. Kha'Zix's GA is gone now. But the Caitlyn's very low. 4 people are dead for her team, and that was just a one-sided win. No question about that.
They're going to get this red buff. That's going to help them a lot. And actually, Kha'Zix is going over for the blue buff. So, Kha'Zix with blue buff is
very
amazing.
good.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's
the
very,
cooldown,
very good.
Everything about it.
I mean, blue buff, I feel like almost on anyone is good.
That's true.
It's just such a good buff. The CDR that it offers, like, it's so nice. It adds so much, and it really lets you be able to just, especially for an assassin, just do so much more and so much faster.
Yep, exactly. So, blue team, once everybody gets back up, I feel like this is going to be the final push. I feel like they're probably going to push down mid, get that inhib that's spawned back,